defend a secularist position. But the important thing is to defend, if we defend a secularist position, that we defend it on normative grounds and not because this is what to be modern means, namely to use modernization theory to defend, if you wish, a secularist position. And here it's actually interesting, again, to compare the American and the European experience to see how people lie differently to the pollsters. Now, we know that people lie, but they lie in different directions. When you ask Americans how frequently they go to church, how frequently they pray, they lie, and they say they go more frequently than they actually go, and they pray more frequently than they actually pray. We know that because precisely those, my colleagues, who defend the theory of secularization and want to prove that actually secularization also happens in the United States, have shown that you cannot trust the people telling you the truth. But the interesting question is that in Europe they lie in the opposite direction. They hide their own religiosity and claim they are more secular than they really are. So for me the question is not that people are more secular than they claim to be here, or more religious than they claim to be in Europe, but why do they lie in different directions? Why Americans believe that to be a good American means to be religious, while in Europe, Europeans believe that to be a good modern European, enlightened European, means to be secular. This is for me the interesting question, how it has become part of the taken-for-granted assumption of how these societies work. And it itself then becomes a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. American religiosity, of course, to a certain extent, continues its vitality precisely because of this assumption, while the theory of secularization became a self-fulfilling prophecy in Europe. We know this to a certain extent also the evidence we have from immigration. It was already observed by European visitors in the 19th century that people, even European immigrants, were more religious in America than they were in Europe. And this same observation, that immigrants today, whether Buddhists, Muslims, Hindus, Christians, are more religious in America than they were in the home country, is evidence we have also from contemporary studies of immigration. At least this is also what immigrants tell about themselves once they are in the United States. And of